small groups. This is for the week of October 4th. I cannot believe it's already October, but yet here it is. And for this week, we are looking at anger. Anger. The passage for this week comes from Exodus chapter 32, verses 1 through 14. And I invite you to read that passage again. It's a really hard passage because we see how angry God is, but it also helps us to understand how to deal with anger. We see that Moses really is almost like a co-parent to the people of Israel. It is Moses who helps to kind of reason with God and help God to kind of calm down. God is very justified in this anger. The people have broken just about every law that God has just given them in Exodus chapter 20. God has delivered them from the hands of the Egyptians. God led them through the river. God has fed them. God has given them meat. God has given them water. God has been with them every single day. But yet these people have been murmuring and they are stubborn, as God says. So we see Moses kind of co-parenting and reminding God that these are God's people, reminding God that God is a merciful and graceful God. So who are those people in our lives who can kind of be like Moses to us? Who are the ones who can talk us off that anger ledge, or whatever kind of analogy you need to understand anger? Who are those people who can help you to calm down so that you can deal with the situation? Of course, when it comes to with your children, of course you love them, and of course they need discipline. They need to learn what is right and what is wrong, but they learn best when you are calmed down, when they're not just hearing the anger, but they're hearing the words behind the frustration and the anger. So what are those things that push your buttons, push your anger buttons? What are those things that you kind of fly off the handle, but maybe that you need to do that, right? Sometimes anger is for good. Anger helps us to work for justice. Anger helps us to know what is acceptable for us and what isn't. And so anger is a good emotion. We just have to learn how to use anger in good ways. Like, for example, we are seeing with the injustice is going on around us that we as people are becoming more and more angry and demanding change. And that's a good thing. I often think of laws that are being changed are often changed out of grief and anger because someone is so upset that how dare something that all of us agree is wrong not be prosecutable due to a statute of limitations or due to some little loophole. How do we close those loopholes so that we have true justice for all? And so the anger can be good, but we have to learn how to channel our anger for good. So again, what are those things that push your anger buttons? What behaviors do you just not tolerate? What are those things that just are really hard for you? And then how do you calm down? What do you need to do to make space for yourself? What do you need to do? Do you need to walk away? Do you need to go outside? Do you need to take a walk? Do you need to count to 10? Do you need to do some yoga? Whatever you need, I hope that you're able to do it. Even if that means calling on someone to come just keep an eye on your children while you calm down. Please do that. That is true self-care and caring for your family. So, lots of prayers for us as we tackle anger. Anger is a wonderful emotion, and it can be used for good when we channel it for good. So that's my prayer for this week. And may God be with us, especially in this COVID. I'm just feeling more of that kind of underlying anger all around. So know you're not alone. Know I'm here for you, and I'm praying for you. All right, friends, have a good week.